迎大家咧，再嚟到我哋 Roundtable Education 咧，同兩位嘉賓傾下偈。今日咧，我哋講嘅題目咧就會係波蘭啦。頭先我哋第一節咧就已經同 Nancy 咧講咗佢點樣去情牽波蘭嘅一個緣由。咁咧，我哋而家咧呢一集咧又有一個新嘅嘉賓咧喺我哋當中喎。咁咧佢就係一個波蘭人嚟嘅，咁所以咧我哋呢一刻咧會轉 channel， 我哋咧就會變做英文台啦。好 ，OK，thank you Nancy and Aga. Maybe Nancy, you can first introduce Aga to us so that we know that how you know her and what is the experience between you two.
Okay. So this is Agnieszka Mori. She is my good friend, and she's from Poland, from Poznan, and she's a visual artist. And most importantly, she is a Kocham Polske Hong Kong advisor to art and design.
Okay. So, Aga, nice to meet you. Yeah. So may I know why would you come from Poland to Hong Kong and choose Hong Kong as your part of your homeland?
Thank you, Nancy, for the introduction. I came to Hong Kong 5 years ago in 2015, following my husband's career. That's how it starts. And when my husband was offered a job, we decided to give it a go and to try to live in the city of Hong Kong. And I've always been inspired by the movies of Wong Kar-wai, and I was very curious about the city.
I see. So I think moving to Hong Kong as a Polish is a very intercultural experience. May I know that how do you conceive of this intercultural experience? And I know that is somehow related to your personal background. Is that?
Yes. So my husband is Japanese. So our marriage is actually an intercultural one. And we have a little son who's now 5 years old. So let's say he's the fulfillment of the mixed cultures. And I think my private life and my work is somehow combined. Talking about my private life and my relation with my Japanese husband, let's say from beginning it was from excitement about the two different cultures, but it was constantly mixing, and now we just feel it as a normal thing that we both live in these two cultures in a way. For example, talking about food, which is my beloved food, is the Japanese one. I'm very happy that it became a part of our everyday meals, that we just have a miso soup for the breakfast every day almost.
So I know that this very intercultural background have also have some impact to you on your design work as a curator. May I know that how you are putting this intercultural experience in your career or in your life as a curator? Would that have an impact?
Yes, of course. And since I've moved to Hong Kong, I really wanted to promote Polish art and design, and of course to put Poland into the international context. And my first project was in Shenzhen, actually, that we could show like 100 of Polish poster art. So the second project was a big exhibition at PMQ in Hong Kong, also showcasing the poster art from Poland. And it was organized thanks to the help of the supportive people that I had the chance to meet in Hong Kong, and mainly the Consul General of Poland and also director of PMQ, Mr. William To, who is actually a collector of Polish art.
I see. Interesting.
And of course, Nancy, who was always supportive to all the art events that we did. And the third project that I was involved in, it was a Japanese exhibition of Japanese graphic art and design, JAGDA. It was the first edition, also at PMQ, and I was invited as a curator. And I think that that experience is now like leading me into trying to do a joint exhibition with Hong Kong designers, Polish and Japanese together. And this is something that I'm trying to work on now.
Do you think Hong Kong people are really interested in Polish art, or what is your experience, or what is your perception of Hong Kong people when you are holding some exhibition?
Yes, they are really interested, very interested. And during the exhibition of posters at PMQ, we had thousands of visitors. People were coming back. they were like spending hours watching the posters, and they were willing to know more, asking a lot of questions. So we had some talks, we had some meetings and open workshops there, and it was really very good experience and kind of an interactive dialogue that we had.
Yeah. So hopefully Hong Kong is still can remain its internationalization here. And I know that you are also going to have some new projects on your hand, or you have some current project on hand. Could you introduce to us some projects that you are going to hold or holding?
So we are actually working together with Kocham Polske and with鳴謝on the next culture festival which was supposed to be held on autumn, but we will see how the situation is. And during that festival, we would like to show a Polish poster exhibition called Tribute to Chopin. Of course, everyone knows Chopin, right? So probably there will be a music event, but we would like to also show Polish culture as more diverse by the visual art, so like by introducing the Polish posters.
And I know you are going to go to Japan to have some exhibition as well.
Yes, this is also a plan, and as there is a little town in Japan called Tobe, and the mayor of this town loves Poland as well. We are trying to do another poster exhibition there.
I see. So all this intercultural experience should be really interesting.
Yes, and it's very interesting. But the most exciting part of that is that in Poland, the first Polish poster museum was the first poster museum in the world was opened in Poland, in Warsaw, in the 60s. And there was a first Polish poster biennale, and the participants of the first edition was the Japanese famous artist, and actually the Yusaku Kamekura, who is the president of the first president of Japanese Graphic Association, was one of the winners in Poland. So this, the history makes a circle, and if I can somehow participate in this historical moment of doing the joint exhibition here in Hong Kong, that would be a great thing to do.
Okay. So Nancy, I would like to know, how do you know Aga, and how do you start your cooperation?
Aga, I think in 2017, around September, it was just after your Shenzhen exhibition, because you were one of the 4 artists in the Hong Kong exhibition showing the artwork of Polish artists. And because at that time I was still working with Amber, but because of my relationship with the consulate, I was invited. And then I met her, and then we had a picture together too. And so that was how we met.
Okay, I see. So I know that you two have some new plans and some new cooperation with between you two and also this place. Can I know more what coming plans do you have?
Well, in fact, Aga also is a very important person to support me to start up Kocham Polske, because I feel that if I'm to run Kocham Polske, it has to have the true Polish spirit and the flavor there. And of course, I need to have good Polish designs. So I was, after I think I visited you at the PMQ and the art exhibition with the huge posters, and again, my heart is beating. And then after that, I asked Aga what she thinks about me setting up Kocham Polske. And then she said yes to my invitation to become my advisor. And because of that, through Aga, I have done several projects with her, like the design with the tote bag, and that we offer to members, and also of the cultural festival that we started doing last year in May. And again, the concept plan and all the visuals, it was designed by Aga. So that's how we collaborate. And of course, because I have a gallery here, so Aga is also the curator, and she will put the different works of designers and artists in here.
So I know that in the coming months, you are going to have some new activities. Could we know more about the plans?
Well, hopefully things will be more active when the virus is more contained. So next week, Kocham Polske will have a talk about the Polish history. But then we are also talking with AGA and also the Polish community about using more of this space for our Polish children in Hong Kong, because officially there are about 600 Poles living in Hong Kong, and then a lot of them have children. Like AGA has also a child at 5 years old. Yes. So the Polish community really wants to have more gatherings for the Polish kids. So we're trying to working with the consulate and then to come up with the idea of Sunday gatherings. And so the first one is probably for a drawing event, because the 1st of June will be the Children's Day in Poland, and there's a competition in Poland with the theme that is called
Me and My City.
So that will be lovely, because the Polish children living in Hong Kong can draw Me and Hong Kong, and then after they do the submission, the artworks can be displayed here in the gallery. So that is the plan for June, and you can come to visit us and look at the works. And then after that, like Aga said, we hope that we are able to run the delayed Polish Cultural Festival in Hong Kong with the theme tribute to Chopin.
Why would you choose Chopin as this year film?
Well, we didn't choose it. Chopin chose it because he was born 210 years ago. So this year is the 210th anniversary. So in fact, Poland as a country, they are doing celebrations of Chopin everywhere.
Okay, so for students and teachers, if they would really want to join this program, how can they join in this program?
Well, in fact, our gallery is open to everybody. So they're very welcome to visit the Kocham Polske gallery, or they can also join our events. We have different talks, and in July, if the Hong Kong Book Fair is going to open, and there will also be a booth about Poland, because the consulate will have a booth and will be supporting it. And then they can just come up or join us as a member.
Yes, I've also joined it.
Yes, and also AGA. And then you can have your membership card, and then you will be stayed tuned with all the activities that Kocham Polske will be doing in different areas, including art and design with AGA.
I see. So thank you very much for Aga and Nancy to have an interview with us, so that we know more about Poland intercultural projects. So this is the end for our interview. Thank you very much again.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.